Okay, one of the museums you're going to have to look at for Strand Sea of your coursework is the National Sea Life Centre. Now, the National Sea Life Centre was opened in 1996 in Birmingham, and it's part of a chain of 32 other locations up and down the country. It's located in Brindley Place, which is very close, very close to the NIA. It's got a few bars and restaurants around that area, as it's very close to the canal front. And some people might go to the bars or restaurants before or after they go to the museum. Now, the museum I kind of class as a modern museum about sea creatures. There's lots and lots of interactive displays there, and they've got 1,000 sea creatures all swim about and doing different things. These displays are classed as interactive because a lot of them have got video screens telling you a little bit about the animals. Some of them are interactive where you can press buttons and they do different things, and it's very much aimed at the younger kind of audience. Yeah. So a lot of children like pressing buttons and stuff like that, so a lot of the kids really like it. Also, some of the decor around the museum exhibits are really kind of funky and a little bit more sea-based themed, and kids love that. Looking at the individual animals, we've got penguins and otters. These penguins and otters are in a kind of outdoor enclosure where you walk out of the museum and back in. There's also sharks and giant turtles and rays. They're in another area where there's a big tank, and there's also an underwater tunnel where you can walk through and try and witness these animals floating above you and swimming around and stuff like that. So it's a very interactive experience. Looking at some of the ticket prices, we can say adults and children pay the same price to get into the museum, which some people might find unfair. The price of an adult and a child fare is £19.20 if you walk up on the day. So if you're in the Birmingham City Centre area and you fancy going to the museum, it's going to be £19.20, which some people might find quite expensive. However, if you book in advance online, it's only going to be £10, so that's a big saving that some people might like. One of the other discounts you can get is a midweek parent-toddler deal, where if a parent's taking their toddler, I think it's under 5, and then they get it getting for £12, which is quite a good deal. Also, there's an annual pass you can get, and adults pay £40, and then they can get in for the whole year. Children, £30, and they get in for the whole year. There's no dedicated car park at the Sea Life Centre, which some people might find difficult. Families might find difficult if they're coming from a bit further away and they've got a big family and a few children. They need to get in and out of cars, so that might be a problem. However, there are some national car parks around the city centre which people can always park in. Looking at the opening times, it's open Monday to Friday 10 till 5, on weekends a little bit longer. Maybe there's more people coming in on weekends and that's why it's open longer. On those days there could be some special events on. They have feeding time shows. There's going to be different animals being fed at different times. The otters might be fed at 11, the sharks might be fed at 12, the penguins might be fed at another time, and people tend to go and want to see those things. There's also keeper talks where they'll tell you a little bit of expert information about the different animals, and also those theme days like Octonaut days where people will go dressed up as Octonaut characters from the CBeebies show, and then other people will put on different activities for the children, like a bit of colouring in or a bit of badge making, all to get some of the children interested in the Sea Life Centre. As well as those events, there's a 4D cinema which shows sea-themed kind of movies, and they will move the seats about and spray a bit of water to make it a bit more interesting. On the way out of the museum, there's a souvenir shop which will sell different kind of sea life cuddly toys, pens, and probably some diaries which have got shells on and things like that, and people can go in and buy some souvenirs of a memento of their day. There's also a cafe at the end of the museum as well for people to go and have something to eat. So that's the Sea Life Centre. You're going to be describing that for your Strand C part of your coursework. So you're going to be talking about all the different facilities. To get extra grades and extra marks, you need to try and talk about why the Sea Life Centre have done these kind of things. Why have they priced the tickets in such a way? Why have they put the souvenir shop at the end? Why do they have extra opening hours on a weekend? Things like that to try and get the extra marks. Okay, well done.